What's going on, you guys? Today it is all about ETH and BTC. As you know, we've been looking at Ethereum for the past couple months, and if you've been looking at my videos where I talk about DENT and all these other altcoins, Ethereum and Bitcoin, the fight between the two has a lot to do with everything that's happening. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a giveaway. Make sure you stay until the end for the giveaway, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, everyone, we're gonna get today's video started with a quick breakdown of ETH and Bitcoin. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin dominance, where it's at, where it's going, Ethereum, and of course, Ethereum and all the all-time highs that it's breaking. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. We have that giveaway that I mentioned before. Now, guys, as we get a little bit closer in here, just know that we're talking about this chart on a weekly time frame, okay? We're talking about Bitcoin dominance. And for those of you who don't know what Bitcoin dominance is essentially the entire market cap of Bitcoin in comparison to every single other coin that exists out there, what we call altcoins, or alternative coins. So the Bitcoin dominance right now is at about 46.8%. And as you can see, week past week over week, we just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. Really, after breaking this trend line that we had here, starting at about the 55%, going to about the 60% level, ever since we broke that trend line, it just seems like we fell off a cliff. And it really looks like kind of like how it happened back in 2017 when Bitcoin fell from this huge cliff right here, and we dropped, I want to say it was, let me see. Yeah, we dropped about 50% dominance. We went from 82 to 32% dominance. And honestly, guys, I don't think we're gonna see as big of a drop this time around, but I do believe that, we will see a significant push down from the Bitcoin dominance as we start to see, projects like Ethereum and all these different, protocols pretty much come to light and people start to invest into these projects. Right now, we are pushing into the 45% zone that we have here from back in 2018. Really, this was composed from a candle opening and closure here, right? This candle opening, which we now are leveraging, right? So right here, this is the closure of the body right there. This is the overall wick, right? That zone right there ends at the 43% level. That's a very important zone because you see, we needed to fill that zone in order for us to push above and for BTC dominance to get above that 45% level back in 2018. Now that we're in 2021, we see that it's pushing below, and I know that this is going to be a very key level for us over the next couple of weeks as we lead off into the ending of quarter 2 and pushing off into quarter 3. May is usually a very good month for us in cryptocurrency, so I really am excited for the gains that we're going to be making. For those of you holding ETH, congratulations, you guys are right now securing your bag, which we're going to talk about right now. We're going to get a little bit more into it by talking about the ETH to BTC chart. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, I wasn't really familiar with this when I first got involved in trading, but I can tell you right now, it is pivotal. I use this as an index, and if you guys are ever lost trading, just remember, if you're ever lost, just look to the left, right? Look for key levels in the left that you can then connect with points on the right. And as you guys can see, Ethereum and Bitcoin have their history. It has their data that we can now leverage today as forms of, possible resistances and supports of where the market can go. I like to use this pair as an index. It kind of tells me if Ethereum is doing better, if Bitcoin's doing better, what can I expect from both markets? And right now, our biggest thing has been that Ethereum is going to be outperforming Bitcoin. And we can see that by the fact that, right now we broke out of, or over the past couple of weeks, we broke out of this 0.04 level of Ethereum to Bitcoin. And as you can see, week over week, Ethereum has simply been outperforming Bitcoin. And once we broke this level, once again, the same way that we were talking about it on the ETH to BTC dominance chart, there's usually some push up from the market. And a very important level is this 0.055 level, because you see this 0.055 level is almost like the neckline to the possible move that we're gonna see here from ETH. And so ETH is gonna continue pushing to 0.084 as we believe. Will it, consolidate for a couple weeks? We don't know. Will it just continue straight up on a bullish run? We simply don't know. We just gotta let price perform, and we gotta see what companies announce themselves investing into Ethereum, big news that can possibly move the market. All these fundamental news that can possibly influence how people see the market, it's going to be based on that. It's not going to be based so much on technicals, I believe, but I do know that our technicals will play a factor. So for the most part, we know where could be our possible support zones in the future, and we know where can be our possible resistances, 0.084. So when these zones do get hit, make sure that you start to look at them, and really you start to look at your positioning in the market to see if maybe it's time for you to get out, or maybe it's time for you to get in. We know that ever since we were trading this trend line, We were all buying from ETH at 1,300 to 1,800 to 2,000. And now that we're pushing 3,000, 4,000, maybe even 5,000 very soon, you know, who knows, right? I do believe that for the most part, this chart can continue to rise as BTC goes down. And we're gonna talk about that right now, right? For the most part, Ethereum, all right, let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum has officially made its all-time high of 3,300. It's gone up to as high as 3,400. It hit our fib extension level of 0.0618, which was set up from a Fibonacci retracement that if we grab over here, the tool, we go from the bottom of this run to the top of this wick, right? Our fib extension level got smashed up and the 0.618 extension was completely obliterated, right? Once again, this is a market that week over week, it has just been going higher and higher and higher. And I'm excited because, you know, once we broke 2,000, it was really a lot of just retesting and consolidation. And these past 2 weeks have just been a lot of, you know, pretty much parabolic movement towards the upside for Ethereum, which can push us towards maybe 4,000, maybe even 5,000, with the amount of momentum that we have. And so for those of you holding ETH, once again, congratulations, because you're making a lot of money, right? And now for those of you holding Bitcoin, I want you guys to be very wary because, you know, Bitcoin may not continue to go up in the way that it's been going. I do believe Bitcoin will go up, but what I think is going to happen now, this is just my theory, is that I believe Bitcoin may come down at some point, you know, from the levels that we've been trading, and it can possibly be liquidated, right? Causing for, and this is my understanding here, causing for the Ethereum to BTC pair to go up. So as people take money out of Bitcoin, right, not only will the dominance go down, but the Ethereum BTC chart will go up, and all the money coming out of Bitcoin can possibly be displaced into Ethereum and other different altcoins, which could lead to an altcoin season like how we're waiting for. And so, you know, for example, if we do see Bitcoin go back to about a $40,000 price point, which is really my target, 40K for Bitcoin, that can be a possible liquidation of about 300 billion. 300 billion being displaced into altcoins, the majority of that maybe being displaced into Ethereum. What I would like to see is for, you know, essentially Ethereum pushing already 5,000, 6,000 by the time Bitcoin gets to 4,000, maybe some consolidation or some retracement from Ethereum once we get to that $5,000, $6,000 range. And then of course, all the other altcoins experiencing a lot of benefits from what's happening with BTC going down. So if Bitcoin does experience some type of retracement from that $57,000 price point, I believe that it's gonna go to 40K. And if we do hit 40K, then remember, now that money will need to go somewhere else. So it's not just gonna disappear into thin air. And if we take a look at this from the weekly chart, right? Let's take a look at this here. This zone right here is a very key level. I know that we closed a fully engulfing weekly candlestick over here, but if we don't hold this level of 57,000, right? So let's talk about it right here. Let me open this up. Let's go back into the weekly. So this 57,000 level. If we hold right below this level, okay, if we see a hold below this level, what I honestly believe is gonna happen is Bitcoin will fall back down to about 40 to 47,000, okay? And that range can be anywhere from about here to here. We may experience that fall through. Now, if we don't experience that and we do break above, then Bitcoin can continue to go up to about 70, 72,000, which is our next zone. But as of right now, I do know that if we reject this level, we're going to see Bitcoin possibly get liquidated. And if that happens, once again, that theory that I was talking about where Ethereum continues to go up, Ethereum BTC continues to go up, and the BTC dominance goes down, will more than likely happen. So guys, that's my breakdown on Ethereum to Bitcoin. I'm extremely bullish, and I probably will continue to see Ethereum continue to go up and hopefully some type of retracement from Bitcoin. And, you know, like I said, 40K levels are where you want to pretty much buy in if you want to experience that growth from Bitcoin too. Now, for those of you who had stayed to the end of the video, I want to do something special for every single one of you. I'm officially on Instagram with my DiveFX program, my mentorship program for cryptocurrency and Forex trading. For those of you who want to get involved with it, I hope that you guys know that you can check the link in the description and you can see all the details about it on there. If you guys go ahead and follow me on that page, you share the post that I posted with the ETH $250 giveaway on your Instagram, on your story, you comment and you add 3 friends to that post, right? You tag them on that post. And then last but not least, you join the Progress of Puello Telegram channel, you guys are pretty much entered into the giveaway. 250 bucks in ETH. If you hold it, it could be more. If you don't, well, that's 100% up to you. It could be your ETH, but that's 100% yours. I hope you guys win. Guys, this is my way of giving back to you. Thank you so much for everything. We're officially 2,000 here on YouTube, and we know that we're gonna keep growing. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day, evening, weekend, whatever time it is, whatever day it is, wherever you guys are joining me from. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Progress of Puello. Let's go.
Before you go, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to check out my Instagram, guys, if you want to see more content, get to know me outside of the trading world, and really see some live trades as they happen. I post all that stuff on my Instagram. All the info is in the description. Take care, guys. Good luck.